The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
Alongside women's soccer head coach Simon Duffy, I'm Tanner Swift, and this is the Eagles Sports Network as Carson-Newman gets set to host the SAC quarterfinal match here at McCowan Field when the Wingate Bulldogs finish town. And Coach, I'm going to start with you host for you the SAC quarterfinals at home for the second year in a row. Have you expressed the importance of that to your team, or how integral is it for you, obviously, to get that home game in the postseason?
Yeah, it's massive, and I think our players are well aware of it. They're very knowledgeable as far as getting that home fixture and again how we play at home, how comfortable we feel at home playing in front of our home fans. So I don't have to stress a whole lot to them, but I think we saw from last year how lucky we were to have the home fixtures, especially in the postseason. The further we went, just helps us out.
It's a Wingate team that is not accustomed to being in the 8th seed in the postseason, and you even have Queens in that 7th seed. How much do you think they'll be able to, even coming off that loss a couple weeks against y'all at home, but playing with a little bit of chip on their shoulder?
This team that we're playing against have been in the conference championship game for the last 8 years in a row, and us and them have been in it for the last 3 years in a row. So that's going to come to an end here soon for one of us, and I'm hoping it's them. Yeah, look, it's been a bit of a crazy season as far as that's concerned. You know, the 8 seed team, a team that makes the conference tournament, still going to be tough regardless. But this year with Queens and Wingate finishing where they are, that doesn't happen very often. So we just need to make sure this is by no means, a game we're overlooking and prepping for the weekend. Everything we have is into this game now tomorrow at 5. So it's an important one, and as well as we're doing in the rankings and everything else, we're going to stress the importance of this game. How about it's a one and done, kind of a cup match, to where if we lose, our season could be done. And I think we're a more dangerous team knowing that, hey, we got to leave everything out there and hopefully have no regrets.
Come off another emotional game on Saturday, with not just with it being senior night, but and getting that game winner. How do you kind of use those last 2 games last week as kind of a momentum booster pushing forward, especially now that it's late in the season and you're dealing with injuries and fatigue?
Yeah, players are feeling good. We're gonna train today, but sun is shining, and we're hoping the field kind of dries up a bit, and the maintenance will do their thing and have it looking well. But I think at this part of the season, with as many players and as deep as we are this year, we've been fortunate enough to be able to use a lot of players. So I don't think fatigue is going to be a big factor with us. But again, the last 2 games we played obviously went to overtime. Limestone won not deep into it, and I think the one there against Catawba just over 10 minutes. We scored very quickly in that second overtime period. So look, our players are well accustomed to putting a shift in, and again, it's about overcoming all of this. And there's a reason why we stress the importance of that physicality early on, and we're in doing our strength work with Dorian twice a week, and this is going to, I think, come good now towards the end of the season.
Is there a specific area of focus for you, looking at the last 2 games last week, that you need to get better at when Wingate visits?
Put the ball in the back of the net. We've had one.
I think you've said that a couple times this year.
Once or twice now, but we've had wonderful chances, and we've set up some really, really good looks at the goal, and I'm going to grease the inside of the posts or something, because we've hit the crossbar and the post more times than I care to remember. But no, we just need to continue what we're doing, creating good chances, but just be a bit more clinical in front of goal. And that's not just our forwards, that's everybody included, because we're fortunate enough to have so many goal scorers this year. We need to make sure that we're doing a good job and really, I mean, this is a good keeper that's coming to town as well, so we need to make sure that just the strikes we have in goal are going to put it in the back of the net.
Coach, appreciate your time.
Thank you very much.
He's women's head soccer coach Simon Duffy. I'm Tanner Swift, and this is the Eagles Sports Network.